It was 2015 when Myles Gray died following a confrontation and beating involving several Vancouver police officers. A coroner's inquest followed, which classified the 33-year-old's death as a homicide. Now, 9 years after Gray's death, a Police Act investigation has determined none of the 7 officers' actions involved misconduct. Allegations of abuse of authority and neglect of duty have been deemed not substantiated.
I'm pretty upset, but I'm not surprised by it. It's been 9 years of this where we've gotten nowhere. So it's just another hit, right?
The Police Act investigation involved Constables Bo Spencer, Hardeep Sahota, Corey Folkstad, Josh Wong, Nick Thompson, Derek Kane, and Eric Burznek. Findings are included in this 85-page report obtained by Global News. The report was done by Discipline Authority Neil Dubord, who is chief of the Delta Police Department. In the report, Dubord states, even if the officers were each employing an objectively justifiable amount of force, it can be argued that at some point the use of force by all of them collectively tilted over to become excessive and unnecessary force.
Shocking that this form of interaction is found to be not blameworthy.
Dubord says his abilities as discipline authority were limited by the Police Act, commenting, Police Act discipline proceedings are entirely unlike trials or many administrative tribunal hearings. The evidence is almost totally a written record, and there is no cross-examination. While the respondent officers may challenge findings, the converse is not true. There is nobody there to challenge the officers' evidence or submissions. It is a strangely lopsided process.
If the problem is the Police Act, then the Police Act ought to be revisited.
Dubord's report also states, with no testing of the evidence or arguments, with no counterweight, any discipline authority will be confined to the findings arising on the available evidence, which may be untested and might be incomplete.
It doesn't make sense. And I'm like, why after 9 years are we going to keep going and going to just keep hitting roadblock after roadblock? For what? Like, there's been so much pain and agony and anguish and just nothing.
Vancouver police told Global News the investigation has taken far too long and has caused significant stress on everyone involved and their families. Because this decision must now be reviewed by the Office of the Police Complaint Commissioner, we are unable to speak further about this issue. Complainants can now request a review by a retired judge involving a public hearing or review on the record. The OPCC can also make recommendations. The outcome still unclear, more than 9 years after Myles Gray was killed. Catherine Urquhart, Global News.